It's almost evening on Christmas Day. Earlier, it shared what happened on Christmas Eve. We got a phone call while we were at church, and we rushed to the scene where my sister was dragged by her hair and on her knees, begging for her life by her boyfriend. Today was such a different day. I'm sure you know the police weren't called. That was the biggest mistake out of all this. And they said that, well, the police have been called several times to that address. So it would have been the same routine thing. I wasn't interested in hearing that. I always wanted to blog about domestic violence. And I never thought it would come to this. I was so focused on just having a quiet, peaceful day. And my day has been consumed by this. And so I did some little recovery work, if you will. I put some CDs in, and I even used my play therapy dolls as a way to cope. I kind of joke when I do those things because I'm a little too old for dolls, if you will. It's not like something I do, literally. They lock me up for that kind of stuff, you know what I mean? But um, when I listened to some of the comments, when I when I was reading them, but I was listening to what they had to say because there was more than just reading. What really caught my attention is Mango Season by Andrea. That the holidays bring out the best and the worst in certain people. It just so happens to be mango season, and I am upset. And I'm not going to cry, I promise you. I have resilience. You know, over 10 years ago, I was a victim of my own husband's abusive behavior. And I managed to survive that. And I managed to survive, being single again because it was loss of income. And we were sitting here talking, my mom and I, and we were thinking about what is the other reason that keeps these two together? Like, what keeps her from coming back? And we thought it was maybe drugs, other things. But when I was listening to the audio by June Hun on domestic violence, that they're terrified of leaving, terrified of the income loss. And that's very true. There was a couple other reasons. I can't think of it right off the top of my head. So I wanted to update this post and tell you that we had decided that if it comes down to it, if if this comes to the point that we have to get involved again, that we're going to call for a wellness check and take it from there. That might be the only way we can rescue her out of this and get her and the kids away from him, at least for the time being. I don't know any other way to say this. I've never thought that I would be talking to you on my post. When I say you, my subscribers, it's going to be a different day. I don't talk like this often. This is me being very real and bearing it all. But boy, it I feel like I'm sitting in an emergency room. That's what it's been like. The last time I remember feeling like this is when I was in the emergency room and going to the NICU because my nephew was in surgery because of a car accident, and he lost the ability to walk. That's exact. We're in the NICU. That's what it feels like, and the nothing's happened yet. So I'm not gonna just I'm not gonna sit here and just jump the gun and say, yeah, it's getting bad. But what happened was bad, and him dragging her across the room on her knees by her hair, and probably worse. I don't even know. That's what we know. It, it's serious, and your prayers are so needed. And keep praying, because this won't end without prayer. My prayer is that she gets out of this, and that she has the courage to leave and stay gone, that she doesn't go back. And I want to end this post not on this issue. Let me just say this. It is Christmas, and it's been a gray, rainy day. And of all the things we've had, it's basically been 55 degrees. I mean, I couldn't have asked for a better, more nicer, pleasant atmosphere. It wasn't cold. I have my jacket on because my apartment's always cold. But I don't have to wear my jacket. I'm just so used to wearing it that I don't know. But I did want to do one thing. I think to add some humor to this video, because oh no, this video has not had any humor. I want to bring Nika and Tika in, the therapy dolls that I was talking to you about for domestic violence. And right now, Nika's going to play the role of Estelle, my grandmother. And she wanted me to let you know, well, I'm going to let Estelle say it. The kids have grown up so much that I barely recognize them. And Tika is going to play the role of my niece. She asked me why I don't have diapers on. I'm too big for that. So I did that, and I started laughing, and it really broke through, like the whole heaviness that I felt, the oppression, just totally. It makes you laugh when you do stuff like that. I know it's silly. That's why we do it, and we learn to laugh again. Oh boy, do we need a good laugh on it this Christmas Day too. Especially after an issue like this. I was so uptight, and I could feel the stress in my arms, my hands, and I was like, oh, I couldn't breathe. I was like, I didn't want to talk about this, but it's over and done with. I hope, for at least for now, your prayers and encouragement are so welcomed. Thank you.